Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the Honourable were there for the question. Honourable Speaker, again, a compare and contrast situation. When we got into office, we heard a lot about GovNet and issues like that. I suppose it's historical, and still I receive concerns from the ministers. To be fair, quite a bit of it is just not understanding what goes on. But as with most things, if there are complaints, certainly this side of the house, we try and be proactive about it, rather than stick our heads in the sand. So, Honourable Speaker, in terms of the ICT landscape in Fiji, it is managed by the ITC department. And what we had done, actually it happened in the first year, was roll out a request to Cabinet to approve a myriad of things. One of them was a digital strategy, and one of them was actually to do a detailed deep dive review of the ITC operations. But I guess, Honourable Speaker, if you reflect on some of the comments I've been making in terms of non-existence of a communications department, etc., etc., the ability to move forward expeditiously, I guess, with the review has taken a little bit of time. However, I'm pleased to report to this House that we've managed to secure funding from the United States government through USTDA. We are in the stage of signing contracts, Honourable Speaker. And then a very comprehensive review will take place in terms of the ITC network and also its operations. The intent here, Honourable Speaker, is to understand what we have and then look at how we manage our network, which continues to grow going forward, Honourable Speaker. Right now, the network in Fiji, Honourable Speaker, for government, it's still very disjointed, Honourable Speaker. We can't communicate directly to Rotuma. We can't communicate directly to Lao, to any government officials. So there is a need to review the network, review how it's managed, and then try and set some strategies in place to try and see how we can overall enhance the way we serve the whole of government going forward. The areas that are being looked at include, skills assessments, looking at the regulatory framework, development needs. There was a wonderful data center that was done in the previous government's time up at Berkeley Crescent. It is a state-of-the-art facility, Honourable Speaker. It's a tier 3 data center, which is a top-level global data center, Honourable Speaker. It's being currently probably used 25%. So, there's even for government an opportunity to, subject to cabinet approval, of course, to raise some revenue from the use of that government data center. So these are going to be part of the review, Honourable Speaker, to try and really look at how we can manage things better. One of the things that we are keen to do on this side of the house is where we have agencies that can probably run as independent as possible or self-sustaining, including the ITC. We probably will head in that direction. This report, Honourable Speaker, will form the basis of the review that we're doing. Will form the basis of this review. In terms of security of the network, Honourable Speaker, and And I thought I'd just focus a little bit on this just to explain to the House how we are very serious about cybersecurity in the management of our data and our information systems in government, Honorable Speaker. Basically, the ministry, since we came on, it has what's happening. We've continued to invest significantly in cutting-edge technology, cybersecurity technology, to ensure that the government network is secure. And that involves, Honorable Speaker, firewalls, intrusion detection systems, encryption tools. And as these tools are very important in terms of security settings. It probably doesn't get much mention during the budget, Honorable Speaker, because everybody is very tired when it comes to communication budget. But this House, Honorable Speaker, approves up to about $4 million each year to manage cybersecurity issues in the country. And recently, about $2 million of that was used to try and use software to accelerate, the management of these threats, Honorable Speaker. And it's, of course, an ongoing process, as the protection of the government's systems is quite important. Also, I think it was important, Honorable Speaker, just to mention to the House, this is because of the way we view cybersecurity and its importance to government networks. We, through the cyber MOU with Australia, we deployed the first external test since I think there was an incursion in government in 2019, I think, and they used a consultancy firm out of Singapore to have a look back then, and some good recommendations came at that time. We actually got through the government of Australia, deployed one of the largest and number one or number two cyber firms in the globe, called Mandiant, to actually test our cybersecurity, Honorable Speaker. That was done around earlier this year. Cabinet received a report on it in 1st of April. As part of that, we are looking at accelerating, of course, the 24/7 Security Ops Center, which will include the CERT team, Honorable Speaker. And, again, what I can say based on the testing, Honorable Speaker, that our security settings are good. However, they did recommend some issues for improvement, and that is a focus for us at the moment, Honorable Speaker, is actually looking at some of those areas and trying to see whether we can progress with those. One of the things that irks me at the moment is quite a few of us are still using Gmail, Honorable Speaker, and that needs to be addressed and managed, and getting everybody to come onto the network. And hopefully with this review, we can push for more of our government officials to get onto the network, and we can really ensure that we're managing the whole government network on a very secure basis. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.